guys, welcome to the Master Passive Income Coaching Sessions. My name is Dustin Heiner, and I'm here to help you learn how to quit that JOB and never work that JOB, that just over broke job again. Now, these are the Master Passive Income Coaching Sessions where I'm going to be teaching you specific topics on top of the normal podcast. I want to just give you as much information so you can be successful in your real estate investing. Okay, now let's jump into today's session and see what we're going to learn about today. Gentrification. Now, what is it? That's a weird word, gentrification. So what is it and how does it apply to where I live, how I invest and everything? Hey guys, my name is Dustin Heiner with Master Passive Income, and I want to talk to you about gentrification and the good and the bad things about it. Now, there are so many different things that you can think about when it comes to gentrification, the good and the bad, but I want to jump right into the good things about gentrification. Now, as I do, click that subscribe button so that you can get all this great real estate investing advice and tips and strategies to make passive income so you never have to work a job again. So click that subscribe button. Now, what gentrification actually is, when a it's a poorer neighborhood, an urban area where people have less money, houses are more run down. But gentrification is the richer people say, you know what, that's cheaper there, or I like living there, or it's older, whatever it might be. But rich people come in and then they buy houses and they live in the poorer neighborhoods. Now, there are good and bad things about this, but what is really good is you're bringing people into an area and hopefully building it up. Now, I'm more of a proponent for gentrification than a negative or against it, but there are some negatives. So let me jump into the negatives. So the negatives are, it increases the prices of homes or things in the neighborhood because there's more money coming in. And if somebody's, let's say the house is worth $100,000, but somebody comes in, they have $400,000. They just sold a house that's really expensive. They have extra money. They're like, that's a cute house. It's $100,000. We'll just throw $120,000. Well, that just raised the price of the houses. It's harder for poorer people to buy those. That's a negative. Another negative is instead of buying the house, you're actually renting the house and you're living in a neighborhood, but richer people come in and they start renting in and they say, you know what, I could pay the higher rents. Well, that increases not just the price of the homes, but the amount that is charged for rent. That is negative because poor people, they might be on a fixed income. They might have a job that they are limited in hours or whatever it might be, and they only have a little bit of amount of money to spend. And so raising up rents is really, really hard on them. I completely understand that. On top of that, the people that are spending the money in the area have more money, and so more expensive businesses might come into the area, which raises the prices of everything. On top of that, taxes go up because as values go up, the government's always going to take their taxes, and it's said there's two things guaranteed in life. Death is number one, and taxes are number two. The government's always going to get their taxes, no matter what. And so what we want to do is we want to look at how that's going to affect our taxes. And so it would also raise our property taxes. And our property taxes would be raised if we own the home, but if we're renting the property, if property taxes go up, then the owner, the landlord, needs to charge more for rent because they have to pay for those taxes or they're going to pass it down to renters. So those are some reasons why gentrification is bad. It mostly comes around to the people have less money than the people moving in, and it's harder on them. Now, some great things about gentrification. As people are moving into the area, number one, I'll go back to taxes. More taxes hopefully brings in more benefits. As government takes taxes, hopefully they're spending that to fix up the roads, make sure the light bulbs inside of the street lights are fixed. They're going to say, hey, this is a good neighborhood. Let me start making sure it's fixed up. And the parks, let's fix up the parks. Let's take care of, make sure it's cut all the time. It basically brings in more taxes, more tax revenue, gives more things to do in the community to build the community up. On top of that, you're also getting, hopefully, people who care about the neighborhood. Now, I will say a big caveat for all this. If there is gentrification, I'm really hoping that people look at this as a way to help other people. If we're helping other people all around us, no matter who they are, rich, poor, whatever, if we're helping other people, life gets better for all of us. If we're just out for ourselves, life's horrible. Life is just bad. That's just a sad way to live. If we're helping people, we get so much more out of life. So if you're moving into an area, if it's the gentrification where you're moving into an area, look how you can help the area, how you can make things better, how you can make the park better, how you can clean up the trash around the area, whatever it might be, help around that area. And so gentrification can be really, really good if people coming in the neighborhoods are saying, you know what, there's a lot of crime. Let's maybe do a neighborhood watch. Let's a neighborhood watch. If we see somebody break into a house, we call the police instead of just, letting it pass. Let's look at ways to make the neighborhood safer, better lit. Trash is picked up and houses are well kept up, maintained. People have a nice place to live. So that's what gentrification can be good. Now, as an investor, I've seen the opposite of gentrification. Now, the opposite of gentrification would be I'm investing in an area. This literally happened to me. I'm investing in a certain area of a state in Ohio, and in a city, I started investing. And 15 years ago, when I started investing, the southeast corner of the city was actually a pretty decent area. Now, the better area was like northeast corner. There was a better area. Southeast corner wasn't bad. The southwest was the bad area. Over time, negative gentrification, or the opposite gentrification, is crime. The bad area started creeping over into the southeast where I invest. And so my properties that were in good areas became bad areas, which is really, really sad. I was able to really lower the rents, or sadly, I had to lower rents, but keeping those lower rents, I get good tenants in there that take care of my property, take care of the neighborhood. So negative effects of negative gentrification are possible too. So if you're thinking about investing, here's a big pro tip I want to give you. If you're thinking about investing in having gentrification, like your thought is, you know what, this is going to be great. I'm going to invest here. It's going to be gentrification. I'm going to be, ride that wave up. It might not happen. It might be the opposite where it gets even worse. So you need to take that into effect. So now here's what we do as real estate investors. We buy properties, we buy rental properties, and we invest for passive income. If you're making $250 or more in passive income, putting that in your pocket every single month from your expenses minus your rents, that difference is rent coming in, passive income in your pocket. If you're investing for $250 or more, not worried about appreciation, not even thinking about gentrification, but you are thinking about helping people, good properties, good tenants, taking care of properties, you're providing good housing at a good rent, you're going to get a good property. You're helping those people. So remember, everything's all about helping people. The more people that we help, the better life gets. I want to show you how to invest in real estate. Subscribe to my channel. I really want to get you so many great things about investing in real estate. Okay, guys, you've been great. I'll see you next time.